welcome to Makoti's Kitchen once again. So today we are making beautiful, soft and easy scones. Alright, so you will need 4 cups of flour. You are then going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of salt to your mixture and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. You can then just mix everything together and make sure it's well combined, and then add 100 grams of margarine. So I'm using stock margarine. I love it, and it's so easy to use because you've got the numbering on the cover, so it's easier to get 100 grams out of it. Okay, you can then add it to your dry ingredients, mix it together until you get a nice soft texture, and also it's gonna look like breadcrumbs. Alright, so when you're done, you're more than welcome to add coconut. I added coconut. You can add whatever you want to add, raisins, custard, whatever you want at this point. And of course, on the side, I just whisked 2 eggs together, and I also added 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence to the eggs. Now you mix everything together, and you are now going to add it into your dry ingredients. Okay, so when you're doing this, when you add everything to your dry ingredients, you want to make sure that when you mix it, you're not working too fast and you're not working too much on the dough. Simply because if you do this, your dough will be hard, or rather your scones will be very hard. They're not going to be soft inside, they're going to be hard. So it's best to just work a little bit on the flour until just everything is well combined, not necessarily to go overboard and work too much on it. As you can see, just as it is now, it's done. And you can then take some flour, sprinkle some flour on a dry surface before you place your dough over it, and a little bit of flour on it, just to make sure that when you roll it out, it does not stick to the rolling pin, and you can now roll it out nicely. So now when you're doing this, you don't want to roll them out until they're completely flat. You still want them to be nice and big, and you should be able to cut them in half when you're applying your jam and margarine, butter, whatever you want to put in your scones when you eat them later. I'm using a glass today just to get the nice round shape out of my dough, and as you can see, they look beautiful. They are perfect and they are not too thin. Okay, I'm now taking some baking spray, and I'm just gonna spray my my oven proof pan, and sprinkle some flour on it to make sure they don't stick, and just place my scones in the pan. As you can see, it looks really nice, and it's ready. And now I'm just going to take some egg wash. It's just 1 egg mixed with a little bit of milk, and I'm just going to brush it over on my scones to give it that nice shiny look. Okay, place them in the oven. You're going to leave them in there for about 15 to 20 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius. And voila, as you can see, when you take them out of the oven, they're going to look beautiful. They're not too thin, they are not too big, they are just right. They are golden brown, and you can now serve. I love mine with jam. I also love them with cheese. So you are more than welcome to enjoy. And yeah, with some coffee, some tea, and yeah, thank you. They look so beautiful.